to the scene of crime along with Sangeeta Maul. Let's have you here, please. Thank you so much for joining us. Also, before we take it anywhere close to the trial, it's first time to get the FIR right. We've got the scene of the crime. It's time to draw a tight case to make sure we get conviction with the maximum sentencing on the accused. I'm going to invite the co-accused, the author who's made it all possible, to firstly invite our guests to put their hands on the cover. And those of you who are at the chairs, kindly put on your gloves, roll up your sleeves, and make sure you leave no fingerprint of yours at the scene of crime. Let's put our hands together on the covers, unveil, unwrap, and let's unleash a copy of The Sinister Silence, which is going to be breaking news and make a lot of noise across the city very shortly. Although it goes with the title along with Moitrey Badri. Congratulations. Published by Srishti Publishers and Distributors, and proud to present it here at Crossword, Mumbai. I'm going to firstly invite our author in Moitrey to kindly lead us on with a little bit of the leads.
Thank you. Thank you. First and foremost, thank you everyone for making it here on a Friday evening. And I really cannot thank this August panel enough. So thank you, Mr. Joshi, Mrs. Maul, Mr. Maul, for joining me here and helping with my first book launch. Coming to the book, The Sinister Silence, as you have seen from the trailer and from the crime scene beautifully created by the teams here, it's a crime thriller. It's a murder mystery centered around the IT industry. So I have been part of the IT industry for a very long time, and so I decided to write the crime thriller based on this. And the main character of the book is private detective Millie Ray, who was an ex-super cop. So I don't want to talk too much about the book, but I just want to leave it to this, that it is a crime thriller based on the IT industry, and a lot of murder, mystery, suspense, intrigue, you find out.
Thank you very much and congratulations, Moitrey.
Thank you.
I'm going to hand it over to Prasoon to kindly lead us on with a few comments on to that expertise that you have that leads you on and builds you as this absolutely phenomenal figure out here at the table, writer, literature, everything that goes from arts. So let's hear it from
you. First of all, my congratulations to Moitrey for her first book. I think when Mr. Ghosh, Satyaki Ghosh told me about this, he's a great friend of mine. I think what hit me is that the fact that the first book is a very special event, and I feel and see if you she said to the launch of my first book. Now there are books in her. I can see there is not that it is the only book she's going to write. This is just the beginning of her journey. And crime thrillers are such, and I'm sure that when she's ventured into it, she has ventured into it with many stories. It's just one of the stories she's explored. And around the world, if you see, there have been women writers who explored this and have often thought about it, why women so intricately think about crime. There's something very, very unusual about it. On one hand, you have a man who does most of the crime. The women are writing most of the times about it. So there is something which probably they're not able to do, which they are doing through their books. There is a basic instinct of crime in a human. When we were eventually, human is an animal. So you were taming the animal, yet you have that violent animal side somewhere deep down in all of us. I think that's very much alive, and when you read this, these days there are cases on media we see which get most attention. Right now I'm not going to refer to the cases, but the fact is that suddenly the news TRP goes up with crime. It is since time immemorial we've seen crime has, engaged human beings. There is a certain kind of comfort also which you get after, reading or watching crime. That मेरी जिंदगी इतनी बुरी नहीं है. देखो ऐसा भी हो सकता है. The wife you used to crib about, suddenly she looks calming to you. यार बीवियां तो मारती है लोगों को, मेरी तो नहीं मार रही मुझे। बेटे आजकल कैसे हो गए हैं, देखो मेरा बेटा नहीं मारा मुझे। The fact that you start the crime also some is a psychological thing because which you like crime. It comforts you somehow. It appeals to the animal side of you. At the same time, it comforts you about what you have in your life, and many more. It is a kind of a thrill. Dopamine gets released in your brain without actually experiencing the thrill. You go through the thrill. So there are a lot of reasons, and I'm sure Moitri has explored all those things in a book. I'm yet to read the book, sincerely, but I'm looking forward to, and it's based on her experiences. It's based on a vantage point she's seen life from, and I'm sure that it will be a great read, and my best wishes for her.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
We're now going to hand it over to Sangeeta, a lady down here at the table who is absolutely phenomenal and focused at the contemporary Indian woman when she writes her own books. So
I was so delighted to see a book with sort of badass ex-cop female, you know, who smokes and kind of very bossy but very empathetic, has this, gentle side to her, and very sort of Mumbai female, she's in command of a situation. So we don't get to see too many of such kind of characters in our own fiction. We don't see women bosses. So I love that. I love the fact that there's this woman who leads a team, which also has another badass kind of woman on that team. So they are these two smart women, and then the third member is a male. So it's not exactly female power. It's really a team, but headed by a woman. Love that. I also, to create a story around Mumbai, to make the city as a character in a book, that's really interesting. We see so many crime shows. For instance, I'm a crime show and I'm a crime junkie, and I get that feeling, that catharsis that you were talking about. Oh, thank God that didn't happen to me. But a lot of the crime shows, what makes it interesting? Oh, it's New York, and oh, it's the Rockefeller Center, and so you are really relishing that city also as much as the stories, or it's St. Mead's village or whatever. So to have a story that is about Bombay and situations in Bombay, that's, you're kind of immortalizing the city of Bombay at the same time in a very modern context, and that, I think that's to be treasured. It's something that is just beginning to happen. Bombay itself has innumerable, infinite stories. Every day a crime is happening. How come we don't record them in an interesting, narratable, relatable manner? So to have the sinister silence on our bookshelf, with all its characters and very real, very true, doing real things, driving to real locations. I think it's an achievement. I congratulate Moitri for that.
Sangeeta, thank you so much.
The important thing is we have a poet and a creator on the panel, and we have these two women authors. I'm the only one who represents the reader, because I sell dal chawal for a living and read crime fiction to relax. And for me, as a supermarket wala, I understand when characters are from around us. I know the difference when someone says, instead of saying guacamole, someone says crunchy kachumar. I warm up when, instead of saying mulligatawny, someone says langar ki dal. All of us warm up to these, we emote so much better. So when the victim is Sahil, and when the the power woman is Millie Ray, and when the crime happens on a night that reminds you of 26 July deluge of Mumbai, it is that much more warmth, it's that much more relatable. It's nice that such things are being written, it's nice that we are being treated to in a modern way, things that we like, things that, as Sangeeta said, around us, the location that we identify, the streets that we relate to, and the crime thrillers, two people have said, are an all-season favorite for everyone. Thank you for giving us the treat. I'm enjoying it right now and looking forward to eagerly to reaching the end of the month.
Thank you so much,
I
Nandita.
want to add one more thing, which is that as an author, I feel it's really difficult to write a believable crime story. You know, and when it is written and it goes logically to the end, and till the very last page you don't guess who did it, then it's extremely successful. And you don't guess in a very believable manner. So as an author, I would say it's a tough thing to do. It's I've tried myself to write and always given up after the first 3 chapters, saying, oh, this is becoming too complicated. I don't know how to untangle all these various threads, you know, how to make sure that the person whom you are least likely to suspect did it. So, so that I think I admire that genuineness about the book.
And we are all going to continue to keep guessing. But till then, I'm going to lead you on with the author, and as I said, partner to the crime. Let's have you giving and sharing us with a few leads through the excerpt of one of your chapters. So let's hear it from you.
Okay, sure. So, as you know, that the protagonist is a detective by the name of Millie Ray. So I will just read out a little bit because you know it's a crime thriller, so I really cannot read too much. So this is a little bit introducing the detective character.
And for those of you who just walked in and joined us here at Crossword, we welcome you to kindly join us with the discussion along with the scene of crime which we have just detected, breaking news in the city of Mumbai with the sinister silence. We're going to hear it from the author, Mohit Ray. Over to you.
Thank you. 5th of July 2014. At 5:30 a.m., when most of Mumbai was somnolent, Millie woke up to the moist fragrance of the fresh breeze. Thank God the rains have subsided, she yawned. The previous evening had been encrypted by rains. That is how Millie's technology-oriented brain would comprehend it. As she stepped out of the bathroom and pulled out her yoga mat, Millie jumped at a screeching noise. It came from the road just outside her building. She grabbed her housecoat and ran to the balcony. Some drunken jerk early in the morning, she fumed. Madam Ji, jaldi niche aao, cried Thapa, the building security guard, spotting Millie on the balcony. A car had hit the banyan tree opposite her house and halted. Millie picked up her mobile phone from the bedside table and hurried downstairs. The car kept honking, causing quite a cacophony. Millie lost no time in running towards the car. The window shades were closed. There was someone in the driver's seat. Millie rushed for the door. Few people ran to the scene along with her. However, anticipating danger, Millie instructed them to stay away from the car. Millie leaned inside cautiously, put one arm around the man's neck and reached for his left shoulder. With the other hand, she held his right shoulder and slowly pulled him up from the steering. There were multiple injuries on his forehead, cheeks, and left eye. The left side of his face was heavily swollen. Perhaps he had been beaten up? The direction of the bruises on his right hand was from right to left and pointed upwards, more towards. Yes, he was alive. The ambulance arrived. Millie instructed the staff to hand over the patient to Dr. Amit Shah at the Sri Lanka. Okay, I will look at him. His name is Sahil Kerkar, Dr. Shah, Millie said.
Let's put our hands together for that wonderful expose. And as we acknowledge that, I'm going to get it rolling. Any question from our jury at the table? Because we're going to get it all loaded. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a full packed courtroom out here on the road. And why is there sinister silence behind the case on the title of this case? Why is there sinister silence as the title?
So, For that, you have to read the book. But see, silence has been associated with, softness, romance, love, a lot of things. Sometimes when you're silent, some people think that, I mean to say yes, but I'm saying no, or I'm silent. So, a lot of things can happen. So, what I'm trying to say is that, so there are these aspects to silence, but then silence can also be sinister. And silence is evil, silence is bad, So, for that, you have to read the crime thriller to find out.
Okay, we're going to get a little bit more silence once we walk out of the courtroom. For the moment, we're going to make a lot of noise out here. A lot of questions are going to be asked. We cannot be a very silent and passive citizenship out here. I'm going to invite you to kindly raise your hand if you have any questions out here to the table. I'm going to put open. It's a very strong lady protagonist. So how did this come about? Anything that you could share with us, building a protagonist lady out here?
Absolutely. So, ever since I was a kid, I loved reading, especially murder mysteries, detective novels. So, when I was reading the likes of Agatha Christie or Sherlock Holmes, and in the Indian context, we have Satish Ray, Sharadendra Bandyopadhyay, a lot of that. So, most of these protagonists were male. Apart from my favorite, all-time favorite character, Miss Marple, who's legendary and a natural. So I really wanted to read more of Indian, women detective characters, and there weren't. I wouldn't say there aren't any, but I wanted to read more interesting stuff. So I decided to write one. I decided to create one.
Thank you. But I'm going to throw it open to the house. So.
Dipen Nambalia, you yourself are a celebrated author. Thank you for making it here. Yeah, I mean, writing, I think any writing needs planning. So definitely we plan what we want to write. But sometimes, yes, you have the end in mind that, I wrote and I changed and then it changed from what it used to be. So I would like to understand more about that from Mr. Joshi, if you can say a few words.
I would like to ask you first, how much of your writing and what inspires you, how much is fictional and how much is it something that you feel you should expose? How much is like journalistic in nature and how much is it fictional?
So it is a work of fiction, but because it is based on the IT industry, I have definitely been inspired by a lot of characters I have worked with closely. And also all through my career I have met a lot of strong women. They may be mothers, authors, domestic help, painters. So I've been inspired by them. And so Millie Ray is a character who young people can look up to, can strive to be somebody like that. So the story is fiction, the setting is fictional, but yes, I have been inspired by real life characters.
Another question I wanted to ask is that when you exploring crime, of course crime is something which is moralistically not right or not against the law. Do you feel do you have a burden, a moral burden, to conclude on a good note, on something which is acceptable, or you will hang it and let the benefit go, or the moral of the story go in favor of someone who was not right?
Thank you, Sam. So I think because this is my first book, maybe as I write more, maybe I will be able to kind of delve on all that you mentioned. But for this one, what I feel is that crime never pays. I believe that. So whoever is the criminal, I think it's very important to know what the motive is behind the crime, and that is what my character also says. So once you know the motive, then you understand why the crime or murder has been created. So a lot of times, if there is communication, if the criminal has a good support system, or a lot of crime can be stopped. So I feel definitely crime never pays, and I do not want to, I mean, at least in this book, um, that's a very tricky question because I don't think crime can be justified. Question,
Very demanding questions.
Very demanding questions. So, regarding the Bengali detective, it was not intentional. It's just Mili Ray, like the name. It's actually Rai, Mili Rai, typical Bengali, strong woman character. But she could have been, Gujarati or Tamil also. So, but because I have, probably you're right, because I am a Bengali and I have closely grown up on Satyajit Ray and Shorabindo Bandyopadhyay, so probably it was easier for me to sketch Mili Rai. Going forward, maybe I will look at somebody else.
Gujaratis will never be detectives because of the fact there is no money.
Thank you. Oh, yes, I do have a very criminal, sinister mind, I'm sure. I think of a lot of, things, crime, and it doesn't concern my poor husband.
But your face is not an index of that.
Looks can be deceptive, so. And as ma'am was also mentioning, you see, truth is stranger than fiction, so it is quite that way.
So, my question. In the flow of things and the way you are discussing,
Your super cop is your detective for all your future books. She's an interesting woman. Did you do any sort of research at all on police work before or during this book while you were writing it?
Yes, ma'am. Before writing as well as while writing the book, I had to do research on and off, and especially several small things as to how, for example, some people like to address the police, and especially if it's a lady. Till date some constables will call Madam Sir, and so those kind of things I tried to incorporate. So yeah.
We're coming in from the questions in the audience.
So to that I want to say that when I was writing the book, of course I did not think about the marketing aspect, but you raised a very pertinent point about crime. So I think at least from my personal opinion is that when I write a crime thriller, of course there's the crime which is being described and there can be a very sinister villain. But the most important thing is who is there to raise voice against the crime? Who is seeing that the crime is not repeated or is getting hold of the criminal? So I think we need more people like that. We need more people like Mili Ray, or we need more police officers like some characters I have tried to show in my book, who stand up collectively against crime. Because like you rightly said, that the rate of crime is really increasing. It's alarming in our country today, and we need more protagonists, to kind of help, sort that. Because not talking about crime is not going to lessen crime. So we need more people who can address the crime.
To add to this, I think see, in today's world, I feel more participative nature of things work. If you look at the social media, the way we are structured today is like back and forth is required. And I think crime writing is one genre where since earlier days, you see the reader has always been part of the creation. Almost you feel that second guessing, you are participating in it, and you are putting the pieces of jigsaw puzzle together, trying to solve the riddle. I think you're constantly with it. It's for the times today. I think it's highly marketable because people want to participate more than ever before into a process of creation. So I think crime is the genre which makes you participate much more and second guess and be with and that's why I think it's much more challenging to write, because people start second guessing and want to beat the writer. And they think in their head that I have found the solution, and they feel disappointed in the end if the solution is the same. I knew in the 5th page what is going to happen. So it's very, very challenging, and I know what challenges you deal with.
So a truth shall definitely prevail, but Why I started writing a crime thriller was, like I said, I wanted to read more crime thrillers, and that's why I decided to, kind of write one. Does that answer your question?
We're going to conclude, and we are very confident we're going to get the convict name. Each one of you, the jury as well as you in the audience, I'm going to call upon Satyaki Ghosh to please join us. And he still has his glove on.
You cannot touch him. He's the next J.K. Rowling, and after that we all quit the jobs that we do and we work. Thanks, and I sincerely thank the chief guests first. Prasoon has been a friend, philosopher, guide. You cannot have a book launch better person than songs, who writes poetries, who writes things that are made into movies, and he writes poetry. And then Damodar, once again, friend, philosopher, a little bit of foe. You know, I have always been on the FMCG side working. Damodar has always been this supermarket wala with Big Bazaar and Reliance, and he's the big boss. I met him in many symposiums, etc. I know the quality that he brings on the top of Damodar Mal, the CEO. You think Damodar Mal, the strategist. And our books, I think we'll already be very, very good. So thank you, Prasoon. Thank you, Sangeeta. Thank you, Damodar. And some other eminent personalities who came. I don't want to name them, but a lot of them are there. Our friends, our family.
A big thank you. Sangeeta, thank you so much for being here with us and your expertise for the urban lady. Mr. Damodar Mal. Thank you so much. And to each one of you at your chair, the crime does not end here, it continues. Finally, we've got to get the conviction. One way to get it is to get your hands on the covers. We're going to be having signing.
देखिए, पहली किताब है उनकी, और क्राइम पे लिखना बहुत आसान चीज़ नहीं है, क्योंकि जो पाठक है, क्लाइंट का जो पढ़ने वाला है, वो लगातार आपके साथ होता है और वो चैलेंज करता चलता है राइटर को कि मुझे आपसे जल्दी पता लग गया है, मुझे मालूम है आप क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. इट्स अ वेरी वेरी बिग चैलेंज टू राइट क्राइम. और क्राइम कोई नया जॉनर नहीं है. पता नहीं कब से क्राइम के ऊपर लिखा जाता रहा है. आपको हिंदी को जिन्होंने सबसे ज़्यादा पॉपुलर बनाया, उनका नाम था बाबू देवकीनंदन खत्री. उनकी जो पुस्तक थी चंद्रकांता संतति, जिसके ऊपर भी चंद्रकांता नाम का टेलीविज़न सीरियल बना और बहुत पॉपुलर. इतना पॉपुलर था, वो उसको एग्जैक्ट क्राइम नहीं बोल सकते, वो तिलस्म था, लेकिन उसी जॉनर की चीज़ थी. उस वक्त लोगों ने हिंदी भाषा इसलिए सीखी कि उनको पढ़ सकें. ये इफ़ेक्ट होता है अगर अच्छी राइटिंग होती है. तो मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि मैत्री ने जो किताब लिखी है, ये अपने अनुभव से लिखी है, अपनी कल्पना से लिखी है, और वो पाठकों को उसी तरह से बांधेगी जैसे कि क्राइम एक अच्छा क्राइम मानता है. और अगर ऐसा हुआ, और जिसकी मुझे पूरी आशा है, तो आने वाले दिनों में आप देखेंगे कि वो लगातार लिखती चले जाएंगी, और हमें अच्छा लिखने वाले और क्राइम पर लिखने वाले लोगों की बहुत ज़रूरत है, क्योंकि हम चाहें ना चाहें, क्राइम हमारे जीवन का कहीं ना कहीं हिस्सा है. यस,
राइटिंग में हो गया या किसी तरह से सोचना, तो आपने कुछ ऐसा सोचा एक अलग जॉनर को फिर एक बार एक्सप्लोर करने का, एनी प्लान लाइक दैट?
नहीं, आई हैव नॉट एक्सप्लोर्ड क्राइम एज अ जॉनर. मैं हमेशा कोशिश करता हूँ कि मैं नई चीज़ लिखूँ, चाहे वो रंग दे बसंती से जुड़ा तब की बात हो, या अभी भाग मिल्खा भाग में स्पोर्ट्स के विषय में मैंने फिल्म लिखी, या फिर तारे ज़मीं पर से जुड़ा. तो मुझे आई लाइक एक्सप्लोरिंग न्यू सब्जेक्ट्स. I do not put this beyond me that I would never write about crime or not explore this. I think if I feel sufficient material is there, I would definitely explore it. But for now, I would love to read what she has written and want people to enjoy it.
Anything else you want to share with all the audience? What are the upcoming projects? किसी और projects पे काम कर रहे हैं?
एक एंशिएंट हिस्टोरिक फिगर पे काम कर रहा हूँ. वो अभी 1 आध साल लगेगा उसको फिनिश करने में. आई टेक माई ओन टाइम बिफोर आई फिनिश, सो वो चल रहा है। एंड म्यूज़िक तो काफ़ी चल रहा है। अभी की फिल्म में नीरजा हमारे दोस्त हैं, उन्होंने बनाई नीरजा, जिसमें सोनम ने नीरजा मनोज के ऊपर बनी है, उसके गाने अभी आप सुनेंगे। और ऐसे ही 2-3 और फिल्में आ रही हैं। ए आर रहमान जी के साथ में एक एल्बम कर रहा हूँ, आमिर खान साहब की प्रोडक्शन की फिल्म है, वो उस पर काम चल रहा है। सो म्यूज़िक इज़ ऑन एंड स्क्रिप्ट्स आर ऑल्सो ऑन, सो वेट एंड वॉच।
थैंक यू सर,
थैंक यू।
सर एक आईडी
बाय।
एक्चुअली चिन्ना फिल्म फेस्टिवल जो है वो ऑर्गेनाइजिंग अ फिल्म फेस्टिवल फॉर किड्स चिल्ड्रंस, तो उनके लिए अगर आप कुछ विशेष
बोलिए कौन सा फिल्म था?
चिन्ना फिल्म फेस्टिवल, निशान निशान, इट मींस निशान,
चिन्ह।
चिन्ह, हाँ ओके या
बच्चों के लिए फिल्म फेस्टिवल ऑर्गेनाइज किया जा रहा है, उसके लिए चिन्ह फिल्म फेस्टिवल को मैं अपनी बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ। आई एम श्योर दैट देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ फिल्म्स व्हिच किड्स वुड लाइक टू वॉच और पेरेंट्स वुड लाइक टू वॉच। द लॉट ऑफ वर्क व्हिच इज रिक्वायर्ड इन द जॉनर ऑफ फिल्म मेकिंग फॉर चिल्ड्रन. My best wishes for this film festival.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच.